Is YouTube really giving creators the watch hours they've earned, or could something more serious be happening behind the scenes? Watch hours are crucial because they directly impact a creator's ability to monetize their content and grow their channel. In this video, we will explore a growing concern among creators, whether YouTube is accurately counting watch hours toward monetization, or if there's a deeper issue affecting the numbers. Stay tuned as we uncover my own experiment that seems to show a discrepancy, real complaints from creators, and ways you can take action if you feel your own watch hours are being shortchanged. Today we're diving deep into the data, sharing insights, and providing solutions to ensure you get the watch hours you've earned. To understand the issue, I conducted a detailed experiment. The tools I used included a VPN set to a completely different location and a separate YouTube account. I set up over 20 hours of playtime for my own videos, never exceeding 60 minutes, using incognito mode on Chrome, with history cleared and everything set up to look like a legitimate viewer from Texas was watching. Given the setup, YouTube should have counted these hours as genuine. I expected to find an increase in my watch hours. This was done for research and journalistic purposes, not to game YouTube. But when I checked my analytics, I was shocked to see that the total had only increased by a single hour after 3 days. That's a 95% drop between what should have been counted and what actually was. And I'm not the only one facing this problem. Real complaints from other creators. I'm far from alone in noticing discrepancies. Many creators across various platforms have voiced similar issues, with some reporting that hours of their watch time seem to vanish or simply don't show up at all. On YouTube's own support forums, there are countless threads started by creators who've noticed missing watch hours. Here's a look at some of the concerns they've shared. One creator said, "I've been consistently sharing my content with different audiences and even running live streams, yet my watch hours barely budge. I know people are watching because I'm getting comments and engagement, but the hours just aren't adding up in my monetization tab." Another common complaint is I ran a campaign and saw my watch hours spike in the analytics, but in the monetization tab, the numbers are much lower. I'm feeling shamed by the lack of clarity here, especially since I've worked for 8 months toward the 4,000 hour threshold. These issues are not isolated. Creator C shared I did a similar experiment where I played my videos on a different account, used different locations, and still noticed that most of the watch time wasn't counted. YouTube support hasn't given me a clear answer on why this is happening. Another creator mentioned, "I've been tracking my watch hours closely, and it seems like they fluctuate without any clear reason. One day I'm up, the next day I'm down. These issues are not isolated, and many creators are left feeling frustrated and confused." Why does this matter? This matters because for many creators, these watch hours aren't just numbers. They represent a stepping stone toward monetization, a potential source of income, and the fulfillment of countless hours of hard work. YouTube requires creators to reach 4,000 valid public watch hours in a 12-month period to qualify for monetization. The impact on creators is significant if a substantial portion of those hours isn't being counted. Creators are unfairly held back from reaching this goal, which raises serious questions. Some creators suspect that YouTube might be filtering or disqualifying hours in ways that aren't transparent, perhaps due to concerns about inauthentic views or view looping. However, many of us are following the rules carefully, sharing content with real audiences and still experiencing watch time losses. This lack of transparency is troubling and could be seen as deceptive if YouTube is benefiting from uncounted views while not crediting creators. If this continues, we could see a decline in creator trust and a potential exodus from the platform. The broader implications for the platform are serious, as it could undermine the very ecosystem that makes YouTube thrive. How to report potential consumer fraud. First, you need to visit the Federal Trade Commission (FTC) website. The FTC oversees consumer protection issues in the U.S., including potential deceptive practices by companies. Navigate to the FTC Complaint Assistant. Make sure to include detailed information about your issue with YouTube's watch hours. It's important to provide any evidence you have, such as screenshots or emails, to support your claim. This will help the FTC understand the scope of the problem. Next, you can file a complaint with your state attorney general's office. Many U.S. states have consumer protection divisions within their attorney general's office. Make sure to include the same detailed information and evidence here. It's important to explain how YouTube's actions are preventing you from earning income based on the platform's own guidelines. Find your state attorney general's contact information online to submit your complaint. Another avenue is the Better Business Bureau. Visit the BBB website to file a complaint about YouTube's practices. While the BBB can enforce legal action, it records complaints and can help raise awareness if multiple creators report similar issues. Make sure to include all relevant details in your complaint. If you're outside the U.S., particularly within the European Union, you can report issues through the EU's consumer protection agencies. The EU has strict digital consumer rights. It's important to report through these channels to put pressure on YouTube to address these concerns more transparently. Include all necessary details and evidence to support your case. Taking action. If you're dealing with these watch hour discrepancies, it may be time to join forces with other creators. Join the community in addressing these issues. Document your watch hours and take screenshots of any discrepancies. You can help by sharing your findings with others. If you're missing hours, gather evidence showing the gap between what your analytics reflect and what is reported in your monetization tab. Together we can highlight these inconsistencies. This documentation is crucial for filing any formal complaints and supporting a case for further investigation. You can help by submitting your evidence and encouraging others to do the same. What's next? The lack of transparency from YouTube has led to frustration and confusion within the creator community. Many of us rely on these watch hours as we work toward monetization. Without clarity on why these discrepancies occur, creators are left in the dark. My experiment showed that there's something off about the watch time calculations, and many other creators are seeing the same thing. Have you noticed similar issues with your watch hours? Drop a comment below if you have experiences or insights to share. And don't forget to check out our next video on other challenges creators face in their journey to monetization. In the future, we will dive deeper into these discrepancies and explore potential solutions. Stay tuned for upcoming videos where we'll share tips on maximizing your watch hours and improving your channel's performance. To keep up with the latest updates and insights, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's keep the conversation going and help each other navigate these uncertain waters.